everybody, and welcome on in. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. This is 420 Unknown. In effect, as of this moment, this is a cannabis stream. This stream is intended for entertainment purposes only. The reason I am saying this today is I have some very big news to tell everybody. I got some news from my doctor last night with some tests that I did with blood work. I'm starting to show a certain enzyme in my blood that's saying I may have early, very, very early dementia. Now, this has got me worried because I'm a person who is starting to think of what I've been doing recently, and maybe I'm thinking it's not all just me. It's something going on in my head. So I've got to go back into the doctor. I'm going in by the end of this month. We're going to get it figured out. But until I get a concrete answer, these are going to be for entertainment purposes. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because I want you to take my advice. Yes, I want you to come here and get this. If it resonates with you, it resonates with you. But you have to understand, I have a responsibility to try to do as little harm as I can. And I've done some harm to some people recently. What do you mean you can't hear me? My microphone's all the way up. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm listening. Testing? Yeah, I can hear me on my stream, so I don't know, it's you. Yeah, Rosalind can hear me. So the big news is that I'm an ethical person, and until I know that my mind is safe, I want to let you know that take all my readings as, like I like to say, you guys are in control of your own lives. The future is in your own hands. No matter what I do tell you here, I'm not a professional. I don't have a degree in psychology, doctor, lawyer, anything like that. I do have a minister credential, but that's about the only, and a high school diploma. Okay, that's my credentials. I use what I feel like I hear in my head and my intuitions to try to help as many people as I can. Now, because of that last night little diagnosis, there was a friend of mine I haven't been treating very well recently on Twitch. And I'm not going to even say their name, okay? Because I need to let this go. I was told by my guys last night, and the only reason I'm allowed to tell you now is because I want you guys to understand what's going on. But my guy said, if I don't let it go by the end of tomorrow, they're going to cut me off. That means I won't be able to come here and do this, right? And my guides and me have a contract my whole life that if they tell me to do something, as long as it does no harm to anybody else, and all they're asking me to do is stop the shit I'm doing, okay, I'm going to do that. If I don't do what I'm supposed to do, they're going to say, nope, we can't help you anymore. I won't be able to do jack shit anymore. You know, I won't be able to, I'll have to go deal with mundane life. They're going to make it so I can't, deal with mundane life, And I have PhDs, more than 3 are trash. I wish I don't own a PhD in shit. I own a PhD in real life, growing up, hard school, life of the streets, and hard knocks life. I got a degree in living life. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying? I got schooled in so many different ways from life. It's not funny. If there was a degree for living life, I'd have graduated with honors. Okay? But because of some of my actions recently and me feeling like I'm doing more harm, I want to put that caveat out there for now until I'm sure I'm safe, okay? So, you know, um, yeah, a piece of paper cost you 50K. What does a piece of paper and 50K have to do with what you learned? I'm sorry, you didn't have to pay money to learn that. You're paying for you're paying for a piece of paper that says, hey, you've paid me enough money to say you can do this. That's what it really is. We've gained all that we can gain from you. Now when you go out there and earn all of this money, we know you're going to take forever to pay these student loans back, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And just with some things that I've been doing recently in my real life, not here, I'm not doing it here, but I'm doing it more in my real life. And I know that there's a mundane, magical mix in my life. So I'm just trying to keep myself safe, you safe, and the people I love safe. For that community and those specific people, I've decided to just completely walk away. I'm not going to do anything. If I see them, I'm going to try to ignore them as much as possible. If they do ask me a question, I will respond. If they start something with me, I'm not going to start it back. I'm just going to say, trying to let it go. That's it. Um, I'm the one who's in the wrong here, okay? So if they're out there watching and they think that I don't understand what they're trying to tell me, of course I understand it's her right not to talk to me. But you know what? The way you learn how to not have these kind of things happen in her community and all this stuff, it's a communication issue. And I just kind of want to point that out, that if she communicated with me, and maybe I'm slow, and I am slow. I've got learning disabilities. I've got social learning disabilities. I've got connection learning disabilities. So sometimes I do get confused on when it comes to real life situations sometimes. So I'm not the perfect human being, guys. I have my own issues. I do get depressed from time to time. I do get overworked and anxiety. Yesterday was a perfect storm for me yesterday. You know, when I say you want to have the best day ever, yesterday wasn't exactly the best day ever, but it wasn't the worst either, you know? It was me having to do with real life, and I thought I was trying to say something nice to somebody else. They took it as something else, and then I kind of was like, I'm done with this shit. I can't handle it anymore. If you just fucking talk to me, this would have all went away. And that's kind of where I was at. So I wanted to take just a little bit of time to talk to me and my community right now, because it's not this person's fault. It's my fault. I'm the one who didn't know how to make the connections and understand. I tried to repair it. I epically failed. I epically failed so bad that I feel like I had to kind of distance myself from the whole community, except for some very key people who I will not give up on unless they say go away and never come back. You know what I'm saying? But there are some people who I just said, you know what? I know how they feel about this person, and I don't want to cause drama in their life either. So I'm just taking myself out of the equation on that whole situation, and I need your help to help me with the moving on part of it and telling me to get back to doing what you're supposed to be doing here. You're Joshua, you're here for us, and this is us and you. But this is why I want to say one thing too. We are a community who helps everyone in our community. If you ever need help for any reason, if it's money, advice, whatever, as long as you're being respectful about it and you're asking, and if someone wants to do it for you, they can, but don't ever respect someone to come in here and do something for you. I know that. But sometimes it's okay to ask your friends and family for help. And I want you to know that that's okay to do here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes a perfect human, is the imperfections. You know, the reason I think I can give the kind of advice I do is because I've done a lot of the stupid shit people aren't supposed to be doing as humans. But that I've also learned from my lesson, adapted, grown, and learned something really, really, really meaningful somewhere, where I've learned how to use tools better, and then somewhere in the future I won't do something I won't do it as bad anymore. I may still do it, because as you see, this is not just, when I say blunt tarot readings, this is also part of my conditions, part of my anxiety, and part of my, the reason I'm so blunt is because for a long, long time, for about 30 years of my life, I was told to shut up. You know what I'm saying? About 30 years of my life, I was told to shut up, that no one wanted to hear what I had to say. So I sat there and I listened for 30 years. You know what happens when you listen for 30 years, active listening? You learn so much crap. So I wanted to thank that person for telling me to do that. And then they came up to me and they said, well, it was supposed to be a punishment, not supposed to learn anything from it. And I'm like, well, sorry, yeah, I did. It's like, okay, you tried to make me do what with this here? And so some people have come after me for things that I don't want to be the kind of guy who does this, okay? I don't want to be that guy. I am that guy right now. You know what I'm saying? I am that guy. I have become the monster, at least in this part of the story, I feel. But even ugly monsters, sometimes, even though they look big, ugly, and scary, and they do stupid things that they don't understand what they did was wrong, sometimes you got to go, I look into your eyes, monster, and I see that you weren't really trying to hurt me here. You just kind of swung your claws a little too close to an important part of my body here, and that scared me. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of want to put that caveat out there to all of my regulars out there because I just want you guys to understand. I'm still going to do everything the same way I've been doing it, not holding back. I'm going to still give you anything. I just want you guys to understand that I think it's appropriate to say for entertainment purposes for a while until I talk to my doctor about this whole memory mind attitude adjustment thingy going on. I might even need to talk to my psychologist or therapist for just a little bit, just to get a check in. You know what I'm saying? Because I do periodically do that. You know, I self care a lot because I know that my brain doesn't always work the way it's supposed to work all of the time. And I take my medications. I make sure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. And I know I have flaws. So thank you for accepting me for who I am. Thank you for coming here and accepting me, but I never want you to feel like you can't do that here, guys. I want this to be the true meaning of the word family and community, the way the world should work. That's what I want to create here. The world we should have, where we share it, where we all live it, we all breathe it, we all experience it. And when we go experience something, and it means something to us, and we want to share our story, we come on to places like this and we share our stories with the people and who are interested in our journey. We're all, you know, the reason, if you're a streamer, you understand this more than anything because we are seeking approval. We are putting ourselves out there, whatever form that is, whether it's your real self, cartoon self, gamer self, if it's your hype vibe, whatever it is, you're coming here because you want to be appreciated for what you are doing with your life. This is not that we have entered the world of this is a real job for people here. Streaming is becoming an actual job that's being widely accepted as a job now because all of these young people who've been growing up in this now see it as that. Because what are we more geared towards right now? Entertainment, things that draw us away from the problems and worries of our world. If I'm right about this big event coming in the next couple of days, and that's the other thing, is this next big event is driving me up a fucking wall. It's going through all of my head. It's really getting in there a little bit. But so before I started your reading today there, Savage, I just wanted you to know where I was at, or everybody else where I was at. With that said, let's kick some spiritual ass because this is 420 Unknown. That's right. As of right now, I hit the brass monkey. If you guys want to cheer or do whatever else or use your points to say take a 420 hit or whatever, you guys can keep the party going. I do have 2 joints that I can smoke for. That's all I've set aside for today's episode. I'm not trying to get full tilt kitty stoned here. I'm just trying to, it kind of helps me relax. When I have these natural barriers that I've built years and years and years because I have a chaotic mind, so I've had to learn how to open and close doors at the appropriate time. Sometimes I leave the door open way too much and things start to run out and go, Argh! You know what I'm saying? So, and then these are ultimately butt kick things. So if you get God cards today, you don't get a choice. I'm showing your God cards. So I just want you all to be aware. If you're new here in chat and you don't understand what that means, of course I'm going to let you know what that does. But we're going to get to some spiritual butt kicking today. And I may give one journey layout reading somewhere during this stream today, but there will only be a one time I do that. And I've made a choice and a decision. I wanted to do something special for all of you. So, I'm putting together an event for April 1st. That's not going to be an April Fool's Day joke. We will have a lot of fun. We will have a lot of laughs that day. We will probably get into that whole being. I'm just clearing the deck for you, Savage. You really need me to do. I really need you. You want me to do this right now because of everything I just shared with all of you. A little bit of my mundane mind got into all of this place, but we want to enter our sacred space back where the unknown prophet is here. So that's what I'm here to do for now. All right. Get the hat all ready. Get the butt kick gloves on. Do that. Do that again. Do that more. And then you're going to say, why is this guy snorting and grunting and burping on stream? I'm a rude, crude, socially unacceptable man with delusions of grandeur, a god complex, a perfectly imbalanced brain that has anxiety beyond the all repair, with depression, mourning, dreaming, and lifetime of brutal crap that ever happened to him in his life, but still became a nice person, decent little guy. So there, that's who I am. All right, anyway. Oh, and I'm completely crazy. You should all run away right now. And you know what? Saying all that, I kind of think that that's kind of my caveat to saying, you know what? I'm not full of all of my shit here. Okay? Please do what feels right for you in your life. With that, throw me your numbers, Savage! Thank you for letting me get that out with you guys today. I really appreciate that you gave me a nice, safe space to do that. My grandma is dying. The thing is, nothing they can do for her. It's just a matter of time. She's 97. Exactly. My heart goes out to you and your family, first of all, Zeal. And I'm sorry that your grandma is passing from this stage of the world to the next. But your grandmother is going to be in a safe place going forward. I want to let you all know there is an afterlife. There is something after. You rejoin the energies of both good and bad. Now, your personal faith and belief system has something to do with where you go when you die, but you can stay here, you can help people, you can come back, you can be reborn, you can earn your way out of the bad place to get back to a good place to try again to live a better life. The circle is constant, okay? So, my heart goes out to you, Zeal, and your family. I hope that your grandmother's passing will be peaceful, full, and surrounded by family, giggling, laughing, and sharing stories. And when you feel everyone has done all they can for her, go to your grandmother, whisper in her ear, I give you permission to go, Grandma, and give her permission to die. And it will be the most freeing moment for whoever does that. Her daughter, someone who really means a lot to her, should give her permission to go. So I want you to give that some consideration today. That's from the minister that is in me. So I pray that whatever choice you make be with you and your family this day. Amen. Blessed be in all the other words I should say at this moment. There you go. There's a little bit of my priest work there, guys. So, I think you're going to get your chance. And if you do not, you know she already loves you. You know already everything you need to know. But, okay, Savage, I'm still waiting to see numbers. Okay, wait. The fun thing is about the conversation about converting into a monster, I feel right now is that I have gone past my emotional and lovely dovey savvy. I have locked him away, and a real savage side now is of today. My numbers are 3 and 38. Should I finally go savages and crush on my crush and feels I have done for now for her? It's time to go throw cold out in the confirmation of the cards. Okay, so basically, remember, Savage, try to make it as easy for me to understand. So I'm just kind of going to go read it one more time by myself so I understand what you're trying to say here. I understand the situation. A fun thing is you said about converting into a monster. Well, everybody's a monster of somebody's story. I don't care who it is. Even if you're the best, most possible person in the world, there's someone who is jealous of you, someone who you've done harm to, even by unintentionally trying to. We walk around this world sometimes and we step on ants. Well, sometimes we step on our friends and family and people we love too. I kind of stepped on ant, okay? And now the ant is trying to run away from me in the most significant way. So I understand the situation. So you're going through my emotional lovey-dovey. You locked the lovey-dovey guy away. You're ready to let out the savage guy, right? And today your numbers, you want to know if I should go savage. You should go savage on your crush. That means go full tilt, kitty. Give it whatever you can. Show them exactly who you are, what you are, all of it. You're going to put the whole package in front of her. Like you or not like you, I'm getting my answer kind of a deal. And then that's kind of what saying you want confirmation if you should go cold or if you should go full tilt kitty kind of deal. Do I have it about right? If I've got about that right there, Savage, let me know. My life is a balance. I mean, I don't really live without a spiritual mundane mix. I live in that little gray in between where I can do both at the same time. I'm both magically doing things in my mind right now. My spirit is helping to heal my own failings, and I'm also trying to heal you at the same time. But I understand that we're doing this together as a collective as well, and there are energies out there trying to help lead me in the right directions, you know? So I just want to make sure I understood your question right now, Savage. I'm still waiting for confirmation that that's what I was supposed to be thinking here. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. All right, thank you. Here are your three official shuffle, Savage, on that question. One, two, three. No God cards for you today. Like I said, everything's a God card right now. The whole day is God cards. So one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Uh-oh. Okay. That was 30, 30, 29, and 28. Okay, are we good? So now I took three cards back because I went too many. So now we're on the 28th card. Sorry about that. I almost goofed it up, did. But now I corrected. So here is what... Oh, my dear God. New, different way, huh? Savage. In all things, there are choices to be made. Can you be okay with and still be friends with this person if they should give you the worst news you don't want to hear? No, I don't look at you like that. You're just my friend. I don't think it's ever going to turn into anything between you and me. We're just going to be friends. Is that okay? And then you might still have this feeling in your heart. I just want you to be ready for this feeling that you're having right now will die today. That today is the day to get your answers if you want it. But remind yourselves that when you get that answer, you will be forced to make a choice. Either you will let go of the past and make a new, brilliant, beautiful future with this person, or you will finally both do this. You both let go of a little bit of each of yourselves, and then you'll come together and say, how can we start to build a new life together? And that means you sharing your emotions and feelings. That doesn't mean you have to go all Mr. Savage. Why can't we find a balance between Mr. Savage and the lovey-dovey guy? We want to show passion, but we also want to show our heart, the real true person of who we are. You're both of these at the same time. So who do you show her? All of that. Because then you're showing her who you really are. You're not just savage. You're not just lovey-dovey, savvy. You're both. And you have to remind yourself that there's a part of you, both of those cells that have to die to make room for whatever may come. Now, if she gives you the yes, I want to start a relationship, let's start slow, let's go with the flow. And then you have to be able to walk into that relationship as a team, knowing that you're going to have times when you're not going to understand each other. There are going to be times when maybe you kind of readjust and reevaluate the whole situation. But once you move from that stage from friends to relationship, if that is what is to come, you lose the friend for a while. You don't have to lose the friend. My wife is my best friend and lover. Okay? She's my best friend when I need her to be my best friend. When she's my lover, she's my lover. She's herself. She's just Beth. She's just who she was meant to be. There's not two separate Beths in that body. There's about a billion different Beths in there. Like there's a billion different Joshes in here. Like there's a billion different, Savages in you. It's how we let go of the past and remind ourselves that we are in control of the situation. So, how you approach this situation and how you give this to her, remember, you're trying to give her the gift of you here. How and what she sees when she opens said box and says, "Oh, I know who you are as a friend. Now I know how you feel." Now, if she gives you the instant grab your face and kiss you all passionately, we know the answers. But if it's more of a let's see how things go, let's see if we could try, I'm willing to try, or the I'm not willing to try, I just your friend, can we just be friends? And then you being okay with that. But then that's when the love has to die for her. The lover has to die, and the friend has to become the new thing you love. You understand? So understand that what you are raining down onto her world, if you do too much, you'll wash her away. And if you don't give her enough, she won't grow with you. So you've got to give her what feels appropriate for you. The nice, light, happy rain that soaks into the ground just enough for that whole life to come back in within that thingy. So I do think today is the day for you to go for your emotions, but I want you to understand that there is a part of your life right now that has to die from this past. So all of your past expectations have to die. Whatever it will be, it will be. Whether love, happiness, or whatever may happen today, you accept it. That's it. Right? But don't let your little fears get you and stop you from trying either. Because you kind of have an idea of how she will react. You've been her friend long enough. You know her. She knows you. So there's not a whole lot to hide here anyway. Now we're just sharing a little bit more of, oh, that friendship has turned into love in my heart. Has it turned into love in yours? And let me see what you just said here. Right. And maybe you needed that time to be ready to chase her. So now she's saying, come get me. What do I need to get rid of that's still going to be my benefit? Okay? That you say the lovey-dovey needs to go away for a while. Okay, put lovey-dovey in the compost pile for a while. Let lovey-dovey slowly degrade out of your life, and Mr. Savage take more control of that. But lovey-dovey isn't going away completely, because when you are ready to turn Mr. Savage into something even more, lovey-dovey will be that fertilizer you need to grow Mr. Savage into being more of what you want yourself to be now. That's what the compost card is about. So that's what you're going through, is learning what you want to throw away, but you're not just throwing it away. You're going to turn it into something in the future. You're not just going to throw these in the trash where it's not going to do anybody good, except maybe the rats who open up the bag and maybe eat what maybe little crumb you left in there today. Okay? But that's something that was what it was will die today. So if you do decide to ask this question, one relationship will end, one relationship will begin again. It will be a new beginning for both of you, one way or the other. I don't know what the answers were going to be, because that's free will game time. So, but I think it's important for you to approach it like if you wanted this to be your love story, if this is your love story, what do you want to be able to tell your children someday about how you met? Did you take the weird tarot reader's advice, or did you go back into your life today and ask yourself, what is the best way for me to do it that does it in a cute, fun way that won't scare her, but still show her how much I feel for her, and tell her in no uncertain terms, I wait for her answer. And if she doesn't say, okay, I love you back, that's okay. But I have to at least tell you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I feel is going to really happen. And once you tell her, I think it's going to take her a minute to kind of process it. I kind of feel there will be a let's see how it works kind of a thing coming for you. Let's give it a try and see how we can do it. Because I think there are some feelings there on her place too. It's just you both really haven't been in the right spots for that. Reminding you that my wife chased me down for 3 months before I said, oh, look, this person's been flirting with me for 3 months, and now I'm only noticing. Now I'm 18 years married, and I'm the happiest man I've ever been in my life. You know what I'm saying? And just, when you get together and talk, just tell her what you were going through and why you were going through it, and what kind of changed the mind and stuff like that. Why did you one day look at her and go, I just don't want to be without her for the rest of my life? You know, something significant to both of you that shows that the friendship will never die, but all you want to do is grow in love with her and share her journey with her. Do something like that. Your wife to be, or girlfriend to be, or a significant other to be will probably cherish you for the rest of their lives, because my wife got down on a knee in the middle of her bus route without even so much as a wedding ring in her hand to propose to me. So you know what? And you know what? That meant to me, she didn't need a piece of jewelry to tell me I'm giving you my heart. Now you want to talk about I'm the romantic man kind of a thing? I'm the soft, squishy guy. That's not your normal, squishy, normal guy. Okay? Most guys are like, yeah, okay, that was nice. Thank you. You know, I'm like that made me melt my heart and everything. You know, because somewhere in my mind, I thought that the woman I would fall in love with today would be the kind of girl who had proposed to me. So when she gets down on her knee without any ring in her hand and tells me how much she loves me, when I was about 3 days away from doing the exact same thing to her. So she beat me to it. Damn it. I'm still mad about that part, but okay, I got over it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she gets down on her knee without pieces of jewelry in her hand. And she did this for a reason, because I can't give you anything that will tell you how I feel about you. All I can do is give you my heart. And you can't put your heart in your palm of your hands. A piece of jewelry, that wasn't what she was giving me. She was giving me her soul that day. And that I couldn't say no to. So that's a little bit of my love story. Maybe it'll give you a little bit of inspiration to create your own. Okay? That said, I think it is on to do Rosalind's reading. And we're going to do a nice cleansing shuffle for Rosalind. And I'm going to put a new candle in the candle waxier thingy, because that one is all done. So give me a second while I relight a candle here, get my energy back going on here. Let me finish up my cleansing shuffle. Yeah. If she well, that's up to Zeal. You can take Zeal's advice too. She friend zones you, just play hard to get. Some girls like you to do that. Some girls don't. Some girls, depending on the girl. You know your friend well. Does she like someone to just chase her? Does she like to chase somebody else? Maybe I think I told him not too long ago, he had to become like meat and just wait to be caught so she could go kind of a deal. I think that was you or someone like you recently. And I don't know why, but that energy is just coming back to me again. If she's the lioness and you are the lion and she fancies you, she will come get you, or she'll put herself in a position to let you get her. Right? Right. Okay. Numbers are 2 and 6. Here are your 2 official shuffle rows. And ladies and gentlemen, before we do anything else, it is now 4:20. Everyone out there, 4:20, 4:20, 4:20. If you've got some green on you right now, we're taking a short 4:20 break. It is now 4:20 somewhere in the world. We're 2 minutes late though, but here we go. And now, let me do your official shuffles. Now we'll do your official shuffles. 1, 2. Oh, 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 oh. 1, 2, 3. 3 God card message for you. Run while you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then now we got 6. And you just want a general reading, like my blunt. Hey, fine. Well, I'll light my blunt. Okay, then. You just light your blunt. And, Rose, I've got a very, very strong message for you today, because they're kind of screaming at me that you're not listening to what they're trying to tell you, too. So this is for all my pot smokers out here. This goes out to all of my homies having some green right about this time. Somebody out there's going, oh wait, look, it's 9:23 my time, but somewhere in the world someone's going, oh, it's 4:20. It's time to smoke some pot. If you don't know what that number means, go look it up. It's basically the worldwide cannabis smoking and toking symbol. You know what I'm saying? We're 420. So, Rosalind. The thing about the thing about real change, Rosalind, and the thing about finally understanding how to protect your shit for a change and stop taking the fire sticks being poking at you and the people trying to give you secret notes to tell you how to build and people trying to sneak in there and say, oh, you don't need this in your house, I'm going to take it from you because I want it. You know what I'm saying? And you keep thinking to yourself, why do people keep messing with my life? And why do people I keep feeling being attacked by people? And why are things finally, you know, feeling like I'm getting a better understanding what that means to actually protect myself versus thinking I'm protecting myself and building real walls of safety around what I want to protect for myself right now. Rosalind is Rosalind Quinn has put a place down in the world. She's done running. She don't want to be in a cage anymore. She wants to build a home. She wants to build a place where she can be safe in her life again. Because life hasn't always been safe. But the place she was at in her life was really starting to get ugly and didn't really feel like home anymore. So she had to make some major changes in her life. So she adopted Rosalind Quinn as her persona. And as she starts to build up around Rosalind Quinn, and she puts those important blocks to keep her safe, trying to keep out the naysayers and the voices, even the ones that are in our own head sometimes, because trust me, they're there too. You get inside the house, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, now all I've got to deal with is me in my own head. I'm not dealing with anybody else's shit right now, right? So I'm starting to think to myself, how do I make this even stronger? Right? How do I make this stronger now? Well, I'm sorry. It's time to light the world on fire. It's time to watch the world burn there, Rosalind. It's time to blow the top and let it all out and say, I ain't gonna take it anymore. You put that shit in front of me, I'm gonna be like lava rolling over your ass. Yeah, halfway across the country still wasn't far enough, honestly. You were like, if I could have gotten even further, I would have. But that's all I could do for now, so that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I would have said, come here, you might have gotten a little further away from that, but I don't know if that was in the wheelhouse of things. Yeah. Ha ha ha, yep. And it's time. It's time to use that force. Sometimes we have to be the catalyst of other people's lives. I'm sorry, people. Sometimes your bullshit, putting it on to other people's bullshit, wakes them up to go, oh, wait, I'm doing this bullshit. You know what? And sometimes, even though we're making mistakes and making errors along the way, you blew your top off, you moved out of the situation. Don't let anything get you down ever again. Don't let anything start to blow your way away. It's time to build your own new path forward. Your lava can't be stopped. The only thing that stops it is the great emotional wells you have within yourself, your own emotional compass, your own emotional journey. The only other thing that can stop it is that grounding, centering part of you that you know you don't want to lose, that landmass that stops it from going any further than it has gone. And now you start to take those blocks out of that brand new spanking road you just made and build those walls of safety again. So now you can finally be building a home. Because this is the goal. I want to feel at home in myself, in my life, in everything. I finally want to have a spot that I can be safe in, that I know that no one's putting me back to any other place but here for right now. If I go back to a bottom somewhere in life, at least I'm going to go back to my choosing spot to start over again. And this can move right along with me. It's a mobile home, or it can be whatever kind of home you want it to be, honestly, because home isn't about a place, it's about a feeling within yourself. Ask yourself, if you work, and if you work a 9 to 5 job or any kind of a job where you spend any time out of your actual home and you do what you have to do to make sure that you can have that place, you understand what it means to come home after a long, hard days of work. Only now you're coming home from a long, hard life finally. And it's time to rest within yourself. It's time to feel safe. It's time to feel secured. It's time to look around at what you have built on those walls. You've decorated it at this point. Fuck, you've added a roof. You're protecting yourself from even the outside world right now, but not just everything, only the most dangerous things. You know that life is going to happen and you can't protect yourself from everything, but most of it you're trying to keep your family safe with. Job, life, equal balances, and still try to be your own person and everything as well. But then you come to this place within yourself where you finally feel this peace, where you've taken off all of your clothes, you've hopped in the nice warm shower, you smell like lavender and ginger, you lay down butt naked on the bed, even though those sheets are probably needing to be cleaned because you're going to clean them as soon as you get up off of the bed anyway, so you might as well just plop in the bed and let yourself dry off there. You take the remote, you turn on your TV, and you say to yourself, what fucking silly shit am I going to watch for an hour? And then you watch your life start to decide what you're going to do when you go outside next, because you get to come home again. You aren't building a cage here. The cage was the thing you were in. That was the cage. What you're doing now is building a home. So let it be a home. You can have a garden. You can have a beautiful place where you can live and breathe and have that place of hope within yourself. You get to decide who comes in and out of your home. You get to decide when you go in and out of it. No one holds you down anymore, and no one ever will ever again. Because the reason you're going through this right now, Rosalind, is you're a lot like my brother is, okay? Now, my brother did do something very real crime in this world, okay? That's not you, okay? I'm just using him as he did the worst possible thing he could do in his life, and he had to go pay a price for it. Well, instead of the state coming to do it, you kind of put your own hell and your own mental hell, your own life hell. You kind of put yourself in your own prison, and you know very well what I'm talking about here. I'm pretty sure you're laughing your ass off right about now when I say those words, because you're like, prison? That wasn't prison. That was Siberia or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm feeling these feelings like, no, I was so trapped that I feel free even the 5 seconds out of that situation that I'm in right now. Just even this feeling right now is way more freedom than I've ever felt in my life. Yeah, same thing, whatever. But you don't need to be in that cage anymore, because today was parole day. Our parole day was a while ago. Now you have to discover the new thing, because when you were in this place, you finally woke your ass up and go, wait a minute, I don't have to let my life be like this anymore. I can turn my life around. I can do what it takes to get out of this cage. Just like my brother had to do what was appropriate for his crime to get out of the cage he was in. And even after that, he had to go to another place to get the psychological therapy he needed so he could understand why he did what he did. And then still to this day, he is being watched, looked at by a lot of different people, because one of those crimes you just don't want to not look at, okay? And I'm not very proud of my brother for this, but that's another story, okay? But that's not the point. The point is he put himself in a cage he couldn't get himself out of. While he was in there, though, he realized what he did was wrong. He took responsibility for it. I'm proud of that. He went to them and turned himself in. He took responsibility. He didn't fight anything. He pleaded guilty. He said he'd serve whatever time was significant. He went through all of the steps to create the therapy that he needed, and even went into a place where he had to actually be behind bars or in a place where he couldn't get out of for a while, and just being there was long enough for him as it was. So he put himself in his own self-imposed cage, but while he was in there, he let a lot of these old emotions he'd been holding back and out. He had to deal with himself for the first time. He couldn't escape it any longer. He finally had to allow the emotional dam to break. What could they possibly do to a crying man in jail? Right? Or a man who had to let out the anger to the first person who steps up to him and tries to start shit. You know what I'm saying? And he let it out, but he did it in a healthier way, at least. You know what I'm saying? He let it out in a healthy way. He talked to the psychologist. He talked to the people who were available to him, even other inmates who had done similar or semi-similar crimes. When he went to that special place to get that therapy he needed, he got to be around people who were trying to do the same thing, who had only done it once, who just made the, you know what I'm saying, right? And then he turned his life around, because then he stepped out of that jail cell and he said, today I breathe a new breath of life. I take responsibility for my actions, but I've got to go live a better, happier life and do something to prove that I can be better than I was. He let in the life's blood of that air, and he says, how can I make this better? I can't. All I can do is try to be a better person going forward. I will never be able to fix what I've done, but you know what I will be able to fix? I will be able to fix that it will never ever happen again. I will be able to fix that my life, the hell that I was in, will never come back into my life again, because the day he stepped out of this prison, he became a new, different man. And I'm very proud of the man he become. Okay? I am not happy with his crime, but I am very proud of who he became after that, because he changed his life from being the most negative thing people could ever think of to being the more positive side of that universe. And just like you, Rosalind, are going through this change right now, the situation you were in, where someone put you in a cage where you weren't responsible for putting you in your own cage, that was kind of like the crime being done to you, and unfortunately you had to go serve for a crime you didn't commit, kind of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But now you're out of the cage. You're building new walls. You're making new ways to say, I'm more powerful than this than I've ever been. I'm going to make my world be what I want it to be. I'm going to make this feel like a home, because now I have changed my life by breathing in that fresh air in my lungs and let that raining emotion come out to wash over all of that which I need to let out, and still come back to me as new, healthier things in the future. And as I said, today is 420 days, so you get your butt kicked by the gods as well. So, oh my God, you're going to hate me for this. You need to stop thinking about how to become. Stop just existing as an idea and start becoming the idea. Stop thinking about the idea and start becoming the idea. Become the grand elder who has lived through the test of time. You are the grand elder. You made it through every storm, every single thing that hit you. You may have lost a branch or two along the way. You might have lost a couple of leaves and unimportant things that were never important in the first place to you things. Anyway, it made you deal with your own shit, take a stand and finally say, you can't uproot me. You better be a fucking goddamn typhoon if you're going to uproot me. I've made it through the test of time. What can I do now? Rose. They're giving you all of that prayer and energy that you have been asking from your highest power, from your guides. They are giving you the answers you are seeking right now. Everything that is happening right now is them trying to help you adjust, trying to help you figure it all out, making you come to terms with certain things in certain heads, and reminding yourself that this can be whatever journey you want it to be now, because they're giving you the magic to wield it into being. They're giving you power to manifest you whatever you see, whatever you want to see exist. As long as you can be that grand elder, you can make it become that thing because they're giving you all the power to make it happen. All you have to do is use what they're giving you. There you go. Butt kicked. The Grand Elder is all about getting to a place within yourself where you finally realize that everything that has happened to you are the roots of the tree that you are becoming now. And if you really look at yourself and know how powerful that you are, look at who you are now. Really look at yourself today, Rose, and realize just what you've made it through up to this point. And it may take fire. It may take a lightning bolt to get rid of you, but it's going to take something major to get rid of your ass. As soon as you realize just how much power you have, remember, the world is always in balance. There's always something that can take out something. Earth can take out fire. Fire can take out earth. Water can take out fire. Fire can evaporate water. Air can blow all of that out. Go watch The Airbender and then go tell me that that doesn't have significant meaning to me. And if you really want to find out what true destiny and fate means and stop ignoring what your fate and destiny will mean, go watch the whole series of The Airbender on Netflix or something like that today, you know. I want you to go watch it because you want to talk about what your journey is like. You're A, okay? And that's all I want to say. So you want to go find out what that means, you got to go watch the series. And I'm plugging it because I really just got done watching it. It was amazingly good graphics. Even if you don't like, if you like Avatar kind of stuff, you'll love it just for the cinematic and story of it. It is a little bit simple and very predictable, but they did it in, I think, in a very good Nickelodeon way. You know, it is a Nickelodeon kind of a stream, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, start with the 5 elements. Yeah, the fifth element is a good one too. You know, people often leave out the one element. You know, people often talk about the earth, the air, the fire, and the water. Not a lot of people talk about the ether or spirit portion that is a part of that whole cycle. Because spirit is an element. Whether you want to believe it is not, it's an elemental force. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Okay, give me a second. I gotta fix my green here. Alright, gonna put the rest of this green in here. I think I got it all. Gotta put the rest of the green in the damn thing. Well, thank you very much, Rose. Like I said, like I said, I am trying to do the best I can here. I make mistakes. I'm human. And thank you guys for all supporting me and understanding that. Like I said, I trying to tell you what my intuitions are trying to tell me to tell you. So hopefully, I hope every day it resonates with you. But, you know, I can't change your life for you. You've got to do that yourself. We have an ad break. For all those who don't have ad breaks, you just heard what I said. Alright, if I can get this back on okay. I'm remaking my joint, guys. See, this is how I make my joints. I put it in the cigarette machine without the filter, and I just go push, push, push. Back it up a little bit. Push, push, push all the way through. Instant joint. You put it in a wood tip. You go tappy, tappy, tappy. Right? You go tappy, tappy, tappy. Right? And then you go like this. You go with anything else that's right, left, and the backwards there. I take it and go back in here. and I fill it back in with anything that may be left that they might want in there. Twist the top like you would twist a normal joint there. Just like that. And guess what we have? We have ourselves a already made joint that took me less than I don't know, what, 30 seconds to make, because all I did was take out the filter of the pre-made tube. You know, this is just a pre-made tube. I just take out the little filter that's here, and then I've got myself a joint. Alright, we're going to get rid of Rosalind in the queue now. And then I got to get... cleaning my desk off, making it look prettier-ish, pretty-ish. I'm such a messy guy. I know you're going to ask me, why are you pouring coffee out on here? Because it's actually the water and the creamer will actually act like a kind of a cleansing agent a little bit. Because the sugars in the creamers get soaked in with the water, and there's already a lot of Dawn in here, and then that Dawn interacts with the soap and water, and it eats itself up. Or I'm full of bullshit, and I just like doing that. I know, just with cigarettes. Yeah, or you can go... See, I refuse to go buy a pack of Marlboro and take the Marlboro shit out just so I can use only the tube, the paper that they provide. No, I'm just going to go buy the once you can put tobacco into it, and then I just pull out the filter. So... because that's just who I am. So this one goes out to everybody. This is the last joint I have for the stream, so... and then I'm going to make myself a regular cigarette. I got myself a regular cigarette over here when I'm ready for it. And the brass monkey needs to cure anyway, so... it was my friend's parents used them when I was young, back in the day. Yeah, you know, I'm a Gen Xer, so I'm an old school dude. I know I'm old. Don't worry, I understand. You know, and I know that I am not without my medical frailties. Like I said earlier today, I got a message from my doctor the other day that I'm showing a certain enzyme that indicates I might have some dementia starting up. Now, it's just like needs more testing kind of a result, but it's still enough to scare me to think maybe the actions I've been doing lately aren't entirely my fault. Maybe there's a chemical thing going on I'm not aware of, and I'm doing stuff I'm not supposed to be doing. Even though I'm taking all the correct medication I'm taking now, I don't have medication for that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go get it rechecked and relooked at. So we'll keep you updated. So... no, I love all of you guys. You're my stars. And now, if I've given you ideas and you use them, that's up to you. But you know what? We're here today to just vibe out, chill out, be a part of each other's communities, and give back, give in, and sit back, relax, and just... you know, just keep the world going sometimes is all we can do, is just keep trying to make it better every day, you know? Can we do it realistically? Maybe. God, I hope we can, but honestly, we don't know. We don't know if we're making a difference until it's already been done. Mother Teresa or whoever mythical object or a person who's ever made a difference in the world. Let's ask Jesus Christ how proud he is of what people have done with his story and his sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be what's the word? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to that faith at all. I'm just using him as the biggest example I can think of at the moment. You know, what if Jesus comes back and he's disappointed with what his children has done with his faith, with his Bible, with everything? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, now we understand why there's that wrath of God part in the Bible, and Jesus is not here to, save our souls anymore. He's here to take them back because he spent 2,000 years in hell, or however many years in hell, paying for the sins of all mankind. And that's the only way you guys all get the opportunity to ask for forgiveness is to ask for forgiveness is because you're asking for the power of Jesus, because the power of Jesus overrides the devil in hell. You know what I'm saying? But he's still stuck there. You know what I'm saying? I bet they're just having a bunch of chess games down there going, who wins today? You know what I'm saying? And they don't think about humanity like we think of humanity. So, and those are just all me being high on pot, introspective thoughts, guys. So, yeah, man, those are introspective thoughts, man, from the pot, dude. Whoa, man, man, you might be on a project, but you doesn't know everything. Yeah, and I suck monkey balls at rolling a joint too. It's kind of hard with bad arthritis in your hand. That's why I do it that way. Because it is really hard for me to roll a joint. Honestly, I really can't do it a whole lot. So, that's what it's more about. Oh, and just to guys to let you know, I have I've canceled my gaming channel effective immediately. I'm not going to be gaming online anymore. I'll play on my own for my own fun, but I think I need to kind of separate what I'm doing here as a tarot reader from just gaming to have fun. If I bump into friends, I bump into friends, but trying to play with people online with my setup right now, I don't know what to get rid of and what to do and what not to do sometimes. San, welcome in. Um, San, you might just want to let you know that you might have seen a little bit of a change here, but for right now, I got some medical news last night that's got me saying I might have to get a couple things checked out, and it deals with my mental state. So, for entertainment purposes, I just want you to know I'm doing the best I can, but they told me I'm showing a certain enzyme for the dementia kind of enzyme or something like that. They're going to get me retested, make sure it's actually there, and it wasn't just a fluke or whatever like that kind of a deal. So I'm still waiting on results for testing the next time I go into the doctor, which is at the end of this month. So, fuck. I have to do something. I will. San, I gotta go do something real quick. I'm sorry. Just realized. make sure my mic is on and everything is good to go. Thank you guys for being patient with me. That took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I had to get in there as early as possible. When I looked up at the clock, I realized, oh shit, I had to make that phone call right away. So, fuck, I can't even. My mouse is not working very well here. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. All right. So anyway, we're back. Action, guys. Send Paul if you're still here. Let me know. Oh, I'm getting hot. Oof. I'm gonna take a kit of my Kashi from MJ Arsenal. It's dirty as hell right now, but this is a piece called the Kashi from MJ Arsenal. I love this piece. I gotta clean it really good after the stream though. Get some salt water, some alcohol in there, blow out all the little nasties in there. Be back all bright and beautiful by tomorrow. We're 5 minutes early, but 5 minutes earlier is better than 5 minutes late. So this is for the 420 that's about to happen in 5 minutes because this is the last of my green. So I'll save the last puff for 420 exactly, okay? Sen, when you tell me you're back in here, we'll get your reading. I had to take care of a mundane issue. Sorry about that, guys. I really didn't want to have to do that. Thank you for the lurk, OTC. Thank you, OCTV. I really appreciate you coming in and lurking for me. I gotta come check your channel out sometime and check out what you do because you come in here and lurk all the time. So I definitely gotta go do this. Hey guys, I want you to give a big old fat follow to OCTV. He doesn't come in and talk a lot, but he comes in and he supports the hell out of us guys. So I want to give him a little bit of a shout out if I can get my damn mouse to work. That is. To the OC. Or is it 0? Yeah, 0 CCTV. So there's a shout out for the main man with the master plan there. Go check him out. He's an awesome cat. I gotta go check him out too, guys. Like I said. Okay, we're gonna go see here. I think I follow him already, but I want to make sure. Yep, I do follow him. But I really haven't seen what he does for streams here. Looks like he plays baseball and sports gaming. So if you guys are into the baseball sports gaming scene, I would definitely go check him out. I'm looking at one of his kind of his last stream for the last 23 hours ago, and he likes to play these, tournaments and probably, seasons of baseball. So if you guys like that kind of a vibe, go check him out. Go give him a like. Go give him a follow. Definitely just go hang out with him for 5 minutes like I should be doing. Anyway, so now that we've got that all taken care of, I hope you appreciate that, OCTV, because I do appreciate you coming in lurking all the time. So, here's to you, my brother. Up more coffee. I actually need more coffee. I should have gotten up and got more water. Oh, well, this is the last of the coffee, too. We're in trouble now, guys. And just to let you know, there will be no stream on Monday because I'm going to my medical appointment that day. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I will not be here. Okay? I'm going to take that weekend time to go get those answers from my doctor. Hopefully when I come back on Tuesday, the 19th, which is either the event will have happened by then or it will be happening right around that time. I hope whatever this is really helps solve some of the issues that I'm having for myself too. Because it's supposed to make everybody happier. It's supposed to make everybody feel included, everyone feeling appreciated. I just wish I could feel this in real life right now. And I wish I could understand what's coming, but for whatever reason, we're all supposed to experience it together. Because that's the role of God, We're 1 minute away from 420. We're taking this pause here, waiting for Paul to come back in here. I'm going to leave him on the queue for right now. Goddamn stupid dumb thing won't work. I got a nice wet. Where's that? Here's what I do. I just take a little bit of alcohol. That loosens it up a little bit, cleans it up, all that dirt, and sanitizes it at the same time, and, oh, you get the point, right, guys? And now I got wax all over the place, and my candle just went out. I went through a full candle already? Jesus Christ, that thing was all the way up there. Starting a new candle. Starting a new candle as soon as it will let me. There we go. Alright. Now, before I do that, I should dig this all out. We're taking a wax digging break. Wax digging break. Wax digging break. We're taking a wax digging break. Wax digging break from the candle of light. We're taking a wax digging journey. Oh, right. I got a better, faster way of doing this. It's time to bring out the torch, guys. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. Okay, I got people who want readings now. Okay, St. Paul, this is your first official call since now I have somebody else in line for a reading. So now I have to do the first official call for you, buddy. So please get your butt in here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go with who watches. But while I'm waiting for you here, I'm going to do this mundane crap as soon as I find my scraper. Fuck it. I'll use my card. Which one did I use for that? Foundation. I used my foundation to do that shit. Like I said, I'm kind of in a mood today. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do tomorrow, honestly. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe I just take Friday off too and give myself a nice little break and figure out the medical side of shit, and then I find the card I'm looking for after I'm done almost scraping the hell out of my thing here. And I gotta make sure my mouse works on this bitch. Then I gotta get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing here. St. Paul, this is your second call. Okay, we're getting rid of this too. I don't want to even see this here. All I want to see is you guys. Okay. So, son, this is your last and final chance. God, that's dead. I can't even use that. Last and final chance for you, Senny. Alright, Sen, I think you've had enough time to tell me you're here, so. Alright, now we're almost there, guys. After St. Paul's, this is it for you. I'm moving you on. Alright, who watches? Why don't you throw me your numbers and stuff? And we'll get to your reading here in a second. I'm going to relight my candle and then we'll get going. That's all you got to do is let me relight my candle. And now, and do a little bit of homework. Or candle work here. There you go. Ah, I got it. I'll get it fucking in there somehow. I don't know how I'll do that, but I will. Okay. Use the big fire. Now I've got a mess all over everything. Now it feels like I spent all this time being messy with you guys. So see, I'm a mess. Why are you guys here? Why do you guys like me? Sorry, I'm out for this year. No, wait. Okay, that's just me being silly. Okay, guys. Okay, I could whine, bitch and moan about it all, but what the fuck is the point? Really, what is the fucking point? What? Be more mad at myself? Okay. Be more mad at myself then. And the only reason I'm being allowed to talk about it now is because I'm with you in my community. Otherwise, when I get off of here now, this is it. I'm done. Today is it. I'm moving on, and I have to do that. And now I have to clean my tools. Alright, there we go. Anyway, who watches 7 and 14, right? Alright, this one goes out to who watches, who waited so nice and long for their reading, so. We're going to get you the full reclaim there. Alright, now let me put this torch in its really appropriate spot. Let me put the cashy back where it really belongs. And let me put it back in its nice safe spot where it won't break this time. No. Sometimes things are going on. Let me give you a nice, good cleansing shuffle who watches so that I can give you the reading you deserve to have today. So cleansing the cards off right now for you here. So that you get a nice clean reading. You get a nice clean unknown prophet too. So thank you for being here with me while I dealt with my mundane issues. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you didn't enjoy that, well, okay. You just had me do computer stuff for a while. I guess I could have taken a be right back. But I just got done doing that. And I was like, nah, you know what? We'll just fix it while we go on stream. I see streamers do that all the damn time. You know what? Let's just get it fixed on stream. And then when it's fixed, the community will come back and understand. So here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and the 14th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And with that said, who watches, welcome back, my friend. I hope you've been doing good while you've been gone. but maybe you came here to get your butt kicked today. We are in full butt kicking mode. Just to remind everybody, on 420 days, I have no barriers, so I say what I say, and if I insult you or make you feel bad about your current situation, you got to remember this portion of my unknown profit is for entertainment. I do the 420. Yes, I think it helps me, but I understand I'm using a drug here, guys, and I can't say that it's all you have to pay attention to it. Kind of take it a little bit of fun, a little bit of serious. You know what I'm saying? But of the people who do come here and get what you need from me, I hope that you just take it back within your life. If it resonates with you, you do the best job you can with you and your life. Don't ever have to follow anything I say, guys. Not a professional person here. The only degree you see in the background, that's my ministry degree, and that's from an online ministry degree, okay? So it's not like I went to school for this shit, okay? I studied, yeah, a little bit, but that was my own studying. That wasn't anyone telling me, here, go study here and get this degree for it. You know what I'm saying? I am a certified minister, so I can do all that. But back to you there, who watches. Remember, I'm a tiny bit high, too, right now. I've done all the weed I can do for right now, and I've got an hour and a half left to go. So, and I'm guessing you just want a general reading there, who watches? Just to check in, just a general? Or do you have a question? Because I'm feeling a tiny bit of a question, too. It's how best to give you the answers you need to hear. Once I see that. Just so general, or do you have a question? Either way, let me know. Someone redeemed the brass monkey, but I don't have anything in the brass monkey, so. I guess I had a little bit hit in there. General. So I kind of thought that's where you were going to go with it anyway. But the reason I had to ask was because generally speaking, you're not an angry person, or generally speaking, you're not angry at yourself for the situation you're in. The thing you're angry is that sometimes you just can't do anything about it, and it frustrates you and frustrates you and frustrates you and frustrates you, because this thing is whatever it is from your past that you kind of have to deal with a little bit here. There's a little bit of you that's trying to resolve an issue that you had in the past when it comes to your feelings and not letting them out in a healthier way. It's something where at one point in your life you kind of stored up this anger, but then you released it because you didn't want to feel like that any longer in your life. So you stopped feeling angry about what you were doing wrong with your life and start doing what can I do better at my life, more than anything you were trying to move and move that thing forward and move it from one place to another. So basically using the energy of whatever anger there was, whether it was angry at myself, anger at the situation, anger at the world, anger at my life the way it is, blah, blah, blah. We all have little tidbits of those things floating around in us all day long, every day. Whether you want to say, I admit that's true or not, they are there. Now today is the day you gather up those things, though, and you stop feeding yourself that stuff. That's why I put my anger on a plate. That's why the only word you see on this whole plate is the word anger. And then what I did is I took a hammer and I smashed it 3 different times. And then I took a picture of it. After this plate no longer exists after this point, because the remainder of it is dust in a bin somewhere. But there was a time where I let my anger and my emotional state be a little bit more prominent than I wanted to be sometimes. And even in my current situation in my life, that's kind of happening now. But you aren't in any kind of danger of slipping back. You're just making sure it's out of you and gone. The things that you had left to work on that you are ready to slowly let out of your life, because you're not really willing to let go of it all, but you know that there are some things that could be better benefit as fertilizer for new beautiful things. Just like when you swept up all of that food on that plate, you put it into a compost pile. Now it's starting to decay, and at the bottom of the decay pile is now life-giving nutrient dirt where now you till your field and you plant whatever you want in there. Or maybe, just maybe, now that you have all of this really good manure and growth, now maybe you build walls to keep that safe so that the garden is being kept from the bunny rabbits and all the other things. You put a nice wooden fence there and everything to make sure that none of the things that you don't want in your home get in your home. So now that you are trying to let go but use it to your advantage, now you're trying to build walls of safety around what you are building right now. And if that's the garden of who I want to become, then why am I protecting that? That's what I'm protecting. All of this was catalyst for what is going on in your life. It's like I said, I think you've heard this analogy from me before, but it's like picking up a matchstick and striking the back of a matchbox. Right? That little grainy part on the part of it is all of this right now. The anger, the decay, all the stuff that was here. That's the catalyst. That's the part you strike up against so that you can ignite that future you want. So that now the first thing I'm building is a fireplace so I can keep myself hearth and home and warm. Now around that fireplace I'm putting confidence, believing in myself, blah, 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 whatever it is that makes up who I am as a person. And then I'm protecting it with my spirituality, with my self-confidence, with my, what am I doing to make sure that on a daily basis, when the world tries to come and get me, am I walking in sunshine or am I walking without an umbrella on and I'm trying to fight to get to my car in time so the little pinging ice ball doesn't cling me in the head. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, son. I called you like, I gave you way more time than I did. I think, and I said, she'll be back. I was like, okay, so we're just going to have to wait. So throw me your numbers now, son. I got all the technical issues taken care of. All my medical appointments are ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to clear these cards off for you too. I know what to do. I gotta do it. I can't take it too hot here. I know you're gonna. You stole it all? No, there wasn't much to steal, Beth. What are your numbers for today? No, we'll have to go. We'll have just retype everything, San, because I really did miss it. I'm sorry I did, but I missed it. What, I don't know what we were talking about. I'm kind of a little stoned at the moment, so take that into effect too, okay? If you want me to, I can go back up in the chat and try to find it, okay? You want me to give me a second? I'll go look. Here I go. I'm looking. San. From okay, St. Paul, okay? So, okay. So, St. Paul, where are we at? You joined. Here you are joining. I think I'm putting a pause on readings. I will actually help you. Yeah, I read all that stuff. I think putting a pause on readings will help you. This is what happens to us readers, psychic mediums. I'm just worried losing my memory in exchange for giving readings. I wasn't sure that was for others too. A change in environment, doing puzzles, and getting it back to me. My guides are helping me reciting memories to i.e. hope the reads of these. I am. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Zombie apocalypse party. Blah, 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 blah. Reading all of that. Not seeing a question, numbers, and or answers. Did I get and read everything correctly? I was reading all of that you were saying, and you're completely right. You know I'm going through this cycle for a reason. I understand it because I know that even in me, I'm going to go through lulls and highs. I'm going to make mistakes so that I can learn a new lesson. This has all been a lesson that I do need to learn in my life, and I'm still trying to learn it. But, I guess I have one last weird thing to work on, and still have a lot of things to work on. But, son, just give me 10 and 10 in your numbers again. Feeling like someone always influencing my thoughts and not following me to succeed in life. What should I do? Okay, let's see if there is, in fact, anything boogity boogity trying to stop you from your happiness there. I already know the answer, but we'll see what the cards have to tell you. It's funny when words come back to haunt you. Here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, you have 4 God cards, and you have this as your answer to the question here. And what an answer it is, my friend. So, is someone influencing your thoughts? Yes. Is someone trying to stop you from succeeding? Yes. And what is it should you do about it? Everything. Because the only monster in your life, the only creature in your life, and you know what I'm about to say, don't you? Is you're the monster you are creating. You're manifesting your own physical demon to feed off of all of that crap right now. You're creating it. You're making it. It's your monster. You're molding it into being with all of these thoughts. You're giving it the power it needs because that first little tiny thought wasn't bad enough. But then we obsess, and then we obsess some more. And I'm very aware of what I'm saying right now. So here you go, Joshua. Pay attention to the unknown prophet saying, stop obsessing over all of your issues and problems right now. And maybe you should just move the fuck on. And instead of trying to turn it into something beautiful, maybe you just need to accept it never will be what it was again. But you know what? When you finally put all of those colors together and you get that new gray, you have transformed yourself. That thing that was between you and whatever it is that you created, well, the only way you can defeat it is by saying this. I'm breaking the mold. I'm shattering the pieces. I'm sweeping it up. I'm giving it to the back to the earth. I'm going to mourn what loss I need to move on here. I'm holding a funeral for it if I need to. I'm going to make sure I burn it away from myself so it can never come back to me in my life. And then maybe I go and mourn the loss of that for a while. And then when I finally get back to it, and I'm finally back to a healthier state, maybe then all I have to do is this. Just be who I have always been. Now, I'm going to take the hard path and the easy path, the unseen path in between for myself, but maybe you have a different idea. Maybe this is who you do want to be. I'm doing something different for myself. I want to self-correct. I want to take the information I've been given, digest that information, make adjustments for me in my life, and then say to myself, what else can I do? Nothing. What else can I say? Nothing. Is there anything more that I can do to make this better? No. What can I do? Stop and do nothing. That's what I can do. You are setting and sweeping away the old foundation. Guess what this is? This is the old foundation. This is the new foundation we're making now. Right? You want to succeed, you have to start to say, I will succeed. I'm not carrying the baggage with me anymore. I'm throwing this into the garbage. That way, it doesn't come into my new, complete, total thingy. It's the same thing, yes. Because think about it. What do you want to be free of the most, right? It's those thoughts that keep jogging up all that stuff that you aren't really ready to face yet, right? And what it's doing is going, that looks like a tasty treat. Because all you do is obsess about it or think about it, even subconsciously sometimes. So you've created your own little monster that loves to eat things like that. So it looks at it like, it's buffet time and goes gobble, gobble, gobble. And then suddenly you're forgetting things because you wanted to forget it in the first place. It's just taking what you're giving it. It's like you going to a starving cat and putting out a can of cat food. If you think that cat isn't going to attack it with everything it has, okay? So ask yourself, what kind of a monster have I been creating? It's the old you. That's what that creature is. That is what the thing is. It's time to capture it, kill it, make it, die, bury it, burn it on fire, get your flame torch flame. Do I have to get any more descriptive about what we have to do to this thing right now? That's the old fucking you. You want to be something new and different. You're the one in charge of your will and intent. You're the one in charge of this journey. You're the one who stands up to the universe and says, hey, thank you for giving me my life and choice and change. Here's what I choose to do with it. And they go, oh, let's see how this turns out. Oh, don't do that. Oh, he did that. Oh, look, he learned something. Oh, no, he didn't learn something. Yada, 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 right? It's about moving out what you don't need so that you can move in the things you do need. So that's what's going on here. You're moving out the old ugly things and you're trying to be careful not to make them into monsters. You don't really have a little creature going gobble, gobble, gobble. I'm just using that as a metaphor because the only thing you have left to do is realize that you're good enough as you are, that you've already gathered up all the ingredients you want to be right now. And you just have to say what I don't want into my drink, which is the gobble gobble monster, is you filtering out all of the junk because you needed that gobble gobble monster to make yourself be that kind of a well crafted beer, because without the catalyst you don't have anything to work on or dissolve anymore. Do you get it? Do you understand why you're going through it, why the memory loss is happening to you as well? Because you don't need it anymore. They're taking away that memory from you so it doesn't burden you anymore. I have what I call reader's brain. The second I walk out of the store, take my hat off, and go back into the bedroom, I forget everything I've just told you. I've trained myself how to do this. I erase all of those readings, right? And then I walk out of that door, and then I become Joshua Beasy, dealing with his own shit and his own mind and dealing with his own medical problems and blah, 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 blah. Hi, Serenity. So, we've got God cards, too. And today is 420 day, so you don't get a choice. You have to see your God cards unless you run away, and I don't get to tell you. But that's up to you. So, what do they want me to tell you? Yep. All they want you to do there, Sen. For God card message for you. Let me show you. Let's get the light a little bit back down in here. Okay? Oh, come on. I'm trying to get it so that you guys can see the cards really good. Okay. Okay, now you can kind of see the cards a little bit better. Okay, I can turn the light back on now. So, the thing they want you to do now is that you've thrown away the bad parts. Now grab all of those good parts of you that you always knew you had within you. Bring them into focus. Let that be the light within yourself that you spark the flame to. And then let the flame that you create be that which spreads throughout the rest of your life. So integrate into yourself the light that which you already see yourself becoming. Take and integrate the half bads, the half goods, the half uglies. They made up who you were, right? You can't change that, right? If you weren't going through all of that stuff, you couldn't even be the candle. Now you're taking your own self out and you're going to say, boom, I am igniting myself to become that new me, but that new me is brighter, better, beautiful, and that's going to spread out through my life rather than what used to shadow my life. I will be the light in the darkness. allow myself to accept that it's time to get some of these things that I want with my life. Maybe it's time to chase my own dreams, my own hopes. Maybe it's time to stop being worried about what everybody else is doing and start to donate back what will really make me feel fulfilled, what will really make me feel at peace, what will really make me find my joy, my hope, my wonder, what will finally lead me to that journey, that where I say today is my best day ever. Because the thing is not just only a psychic thing, it's a mundane thing. You got to remember, we are both people who have gotten a little bit older, so some of it's mundane, some of it's your own mental creation that you've made, and some of it's a little bit of an ethereal thing because part of you wants to be free of some of this memory, and the universe wants to take it from you because they don't want to see you in pain or hurting. So claim your power and tell the universe what you want from it and stand up and say, okay, I will give up all of this and do this. I will claim my power and get what I'm asking for as long as I let go of the reassessing part of who I am and start to see that I am yet to develop into the person I claim myself to be at this moment. So do you see? Do you see the answer that they are trying to tell you there, sir? There, my friend? Okay, well then you know what they're trying to tell you, okay? So I'm glad that they could give you some answers today. And I'm going to do a cleansing shuffle for Serenity of Wind. Welcome in, Serenity. How have you been? I saw you say hi and all of that. Yes, actually, no. Okay, what? Okay, I already, God cards, yes, I already said sure, actually, no. If it didn't resonate with you, didn't resonate with you, you know? Maybe I'm not always on point, guys. If I gave you something interesting to listen to and I made you guys laugh, maybe giggle, maybe I did something that would change you. Hopefully, it helps you. You know, I'm only here to try to help you find the right path for you. And I don't always do it right, guys. So, Serenity of Wind, it is your turn. Let me do a nice cleansing shuffle for you. General reading today, I'm assuming, since we don't have a question out there, usually that's what it means. And now we're just going to get back, and that didn't count because we're still doing a cleansing sheet. Oh, okay. I mean, the download was correct. I just have to figure it out. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thanks for at least letting me know that. My download. Yeah, that's what I call it. I downloaded that just a second ago. Wait, I'm downloading something. I'm getting something I downloaded because that's about the time I started to get the really poignant messages around 16 when computers were just getting on the internet for what regular people were. I know there were people before that already doing things with the internet, but when we had as a public chance to actually get on the internet for the very first time, it was an amazing experience for me. And the first time I downloaded something from the internet, you know what I'm saying? So, and ever since then, it's kind of like that spinning wheel kind of thing. You're looking at the screen, waiting for something to kind of finally come up on it, and then all of a sudden, the game is loading or the thing is loading, and you're going, "Oh, okay, now I understand." And then you start to fool around with what you're being shown, and then all of a sudden, boom, you know. Then they start showing you things like why this card was picked for this reason, what, and then sometimes it's just like it's not even I think about it, it's a they tell me to say this and I just tell you what they say. I don't really think about what I say, I just tell you tell you what I feel. So now we've got this going on. We got Serenity, and she wants shit, 3 and 7, I think it was 3 and 7, right? 3 and 7. Okay, here are your 3 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3. And you have a conflict with some people. And that was a 7th card, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the trip did not work out like I thought it would. But did it serve its purpose by getting you to realize what you actually wanted to start to change about your life? Because I felt like it was more meant to be a catalyst to kind of kick you in the ass and tell you, here's what you need to start doing with your life, kind of a thing. Because they're trying to help you grow. Because they see your potential. because they see that you need guidance, that you want guidance, that you want help. They're trying to guide you and give you everything you need so you can start to manifest it. Um, you know what a good teacher does sometimes when they really want to get their point across and you're not paying attention, they give you detention because you weren't paying attention to what they were trying to tell you. So they are trying to give you what they have available because remember, they're mundane. They are being led by their guides. They're listening to their mundane thoughts. So they are giving you the information, but what you choose to do with it is what is the issue here, because they didn't do a jack shit to you. You did it to you. You challenged yourself to say, I was ready to face something a little bit harsher for a change. I wanted real change. I wanted my life to be better. But that doesn't come without a cost. You gotta sometimes go through the birth canal to get into life and take your first breath. And someone's gotta smack you in the face and make you go, ah, 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 ah. You know what I'm saying? It's realizing that the path that you've been on up to this point was serving a purpose, that those roots dug so deep down into the ground that you just didn't survive 1 year. You survived thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years, thousands of storms, thousands of droughts, thousands of famine, thousands of times when things just weren't cold and bitter and icy and frozen and all of that stuff. It survived in test of time over and over and over and over and over again. Just like you do, Serenity. You survived the test of time. You are serenity of wind. You blow in the breeze and just float there like a leaf in the breeze. I find the serenity within myself because now I am one of those leaves on that tree, floating to my next destination. A little bit of me has trickled away from me, but is not lost, because that leaf will land and become something that will become the growth someone needs in their life one day. But I still have to accept that the journey that I've been up to this point is leading me in a certain direction and trying to make me believe in myself and see that I have been through it, that I've already attained a lot of the things I've already wanted to obtain. I just have to start to use them better, right? And become the great oak I have always wanted to be. Because this part here is just you saying, I accept myself, and okay, they're challenging me, but you don't have to say, I accept your challenge. Okay, this is you saying, no, this is who I am now that I have learned the lessons. This is you saying, I'm ready to learn again, but I still know I have much time left to go in my future. I want to be okay with me, my journey, and everything. Please don't challenge me. Well, then tell them that. Please don't challenge me anymore. I'm not ready for that. I bid you adieu in perfect love and perfect trust, and then walk away from them. That's the compost card. Maybe you get rid of these people because they weren't the right fit. You had to see what it was like for the thing you didn't want. So now that when you finally go out and find the real family you're looking for, now you're going to find the right fit, because you're not going to go back into one of these deals again. Do you understand? That's the compost pile card. That's you listening to the guides and planting those seeds in the ground. By realizing it took some time to get there, yeah, but we're getting there, but we still have a little bit of growth left to go. And then we are finding this place within ourselves where we reach the stage of maturity that we know, even though we've obtained a lot of growth, we still have a lot left to learn. As long as we're ready to blow away some of those little things that keep getting in our way, we will add that to our compost pile, which will go back into feeding us again and making us feel renewed and growing. And I don't know if this all makes sense to you or not there, Serenity. Let me see. You said in a way, okay, in a way. Well, I mean, but did you receive the catalyst you needed to move your life into a different direction during this time? Is that what the mother or the universe was trying to give to you? It's not always going to be a good gift. It's going to be a gift of moving, changing, growing, making you deal with your shit kind of shit. I'm going to have a smoke now because I am out of green. All these are cigarettes now. I think you just got to stay the course and remind yourself that everything's an experience. Everything can be a lesson if you want it to be. Everything can be a reason for you to go, is if this wasn't what I wanted, then now I know what to look for or not look for, so that the next time I do find a family that means something, right? It will have more meaning to me because now it was something I chose and they chose me back. When they choose you, it's the one of the best feelings in the world because then you knew you were accepted, right? When they choose you, you automatically feel accepted. But not every time people do that to you means you are honestly really accepted. It's when you get to that real moment where you see them for who they are, they see you for who you are. There aren't any secrets left because there's no need for secrets. There aren't any secrets to have. All it is you trying to live the best life that you can, and you're trying to do that without hurting anybody and trying to live in peace and harmony with everything that's around you. Why is that so hard, people? Why? I think this next big event that's going to be coming here in the next couple of days, from Friday until the 20th, that's when this event is coming. If I'm wrong, after the 20th or 19th is what I said originally. After the 19th, if I'm wrong about it, I'm just letting it go. Because then it's coming and it's going to surprise me. It's coming around sometime uh, soon. You know what I'm saying? I thought I've been seeing a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff in my head, a lot of green, a lot of dancing, celebrating. So whatever this is, it's something that makes people happy. Maybe if you manifest it together, huh? What if the universe just decides to listen to me and I can go like this and snap my fingers and make it all better? You know, if every reality works and lives out there, guys, like we have, I believe in multiple dimensions. I believe in different reality because I deal with it every day. I believe in spirits because I deal with it every day. I deal with energies and I deal with powers and sources of things, and I can be wrong. I am wrong most of the time. Sometimes I can wrong. That's why I say when you come here, no matter what I've told you here today, you have the right and responsibility to go live the life that you guys want to live and start to live your best day ever rather than listening to me all day long every day. That's what I'm trying to say to you guys is that I decided to live my life better, and that's what you guys need to start to decide to do for yourselves as well. Is decide that today isn't going to be a bad day anymore. Yeah, I didn't have the greatest day yesterday, but I didn't have the worst day yesterday. I got some news that was a little surprising, but what can I do about it, right? Why am I still seeing this person now? I don't care. Whatever. We're going to go find someone to raid here if I can. Someone who deserves it. Someone who really could use a bright little happy hi. How are you? But I wanted to see, is there a tarot reader on? You know what? I said I'd be back. So I'm going to take you guys back to another stony brother of mine. We're going to give it maybe just a little bit longer to see something real quick. I'm checking out one more thing before I do this here. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So where are we going today, guys? We're going to my stony brother, the advisor, because we could all use some really good advice from him. Hey, will you all do me a favor? He needs some help raising money for his medicine. Now, he has a neurological disease in his hands. I love that your face is 55 threat. I can't explain. LL should be 5%. What do you mean by that? I love that you face the 55 threat can be explained. LOL should be 5%. Yeah, okay. Well, and I do this for free because, I know that my advice may help you, may not help you today, but that's what I'm only doing. I'm trying to give you my advice. I'm using what I feel my intuitions of my sacred duty is to try to protect you as much as I can, but that's why I say I'm a blunt tarot reader because I don't want to protect you from what you need to hear to grow today. I want to give you what you need to know. And just like you, Serenity, you know you're going through these stages for a reason, that you're going through all of this for moments that your goddess is trying to get you to move in a certain direction, and you know that she's doing that too. You know, it's just now how do I re-embrace the rest of it, right? Ugh. And I wish I could say I'm an expert at everything and I had all the answers. God, do I? I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I'm not the guy who has all the answers. I wrote a story once saying that I was God trapped in a human body because I was sentenced to live here by a human who thought I wasn't doing a great job. What if that's the truth? What if God is just one of our stupid idiots who was sentenced by his own creation to live here? Because even God gets to be judged because he is a creation of the universe, you know, or whatever shit I think up that day. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time to give your lovely cap a good wash. Yep, I think I do too. I'm going to wash this after stream, honestly. So, but thank you for reminding me to wash my ball cap, Sam. You know what I'll do? Here, well, take this one off for now, and we'll get you a new one. Okay, how about not that one? Not that. Oh, we could do that one. Hey, hey. Not that. No, that's not a. Oh, here we go. How about this one? All right. All right. Going to war. I'm going to war. What do you think of this one, guys? I got this one here. With science, for the other 7 since we're off. Yep. Got this one here. I got this one here we can wear. Or I've got the faded American flag we can wear. Or I've got my universe we can wear. Or I have a ball cap I can wear from my merch store. Or I got this one. And I got the American one that you guys see me wear all the time. That needs washing. And I wear that because I have really had to learn what freedom meant. And that's why I wear an American flag. Because one of our greatest attributes, sometimes in our works attributes, is that we embrace our freedom. Now, freedom of choice is a big thing for us here in America. You may not understand it, but when you're faced with all of this choice and all this opportunity, the expectation to do it right is very, very real. And you put all this pressure on yourself thinking, if I don't do it right, someone will come along and do it better than me, and then I won't be able to do what I want to do anymore. Sometimes it's a I'm so afraid of losing what I have, and that one, you know what I say? All right, you want the universe? I'll get the universe for you. Where's the universe? Oh, hey, get back over here, little fart knockers. Ah! Oh, help! Ow, ow, ow! Oh, oh. Mm. Hello. put this one away for now. Put that one away for now. There we go. Get the universe. Okay.
Playing from Serrano.
There we go. All right. Now, we redeemed change of hat there. How about that? How do you guys like that? Huh? Why is this a republic? Republic of what? Republic of Josh? Da, 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 da. I am master and leader of this big and great nation. We come together to give joy and happiness to everybody. If you want to be a part of this, okay, I'm not a dictator. I don't want to be a dictator. If I were a god, I'd snap my fingers and make it all better, but... So now I got the universe on. There you go. The universe is here. I always say I get my answers from the universe. Well, there you go. Now I got the answers from the universe. What time is it? Okay, we're waiting. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to go to a just chatting stream for a while, guys. So readings are officially closed, or this is your last chance for a reading. If you want a reading, please press exclamation point join. This is your last chance to get in for a reading before I close the queue. So whenever you're ready, okay, we've got one for holistic here. Anybody else? This is the last call. Going once. Going twice. Third time's the charm. Ladies and gentlemen, we are closing the queue for the remainder of the stream. Holistic Heart. You are the luckiest girl in the entire world. Because I'm not just going to give you any reading. I'm going to give you the reading I give when I give out private readings. It's called my journey layout. You have a choice to accept this or not, but it's the most scariest, detailed, most in-depth reading that I give online. It is something that I usually do for $20 an hour privately, and I would love to give you a journey layout reading. However, come a space, I have this and only this warning to tell you. I will kick your spiritual ass. Whatever higher power you believe in, all of this comes from your higher power, not me. So take that into effect. That's the journey layout here because I'm taking you on a journey. You do have to make some choices along the way. You can't just say, choose for me. If you're willing to accept that responsibility, and I will show you exactly what we will be doing here. I've got to pull it up here, okay? So, oops. Give me a second. Okay, so right down below me, in my face here, you will see what I call the journey layout, okay? Oh, you want some TOS time there? Hey, Zeal, for a really nice donation to my 5 Pass Tarot stuff today, I will give you man boob, okay? You want some man boob? But I want to see a really nice juicy donation in there somewhere. So until I've seen that payment go through and be verified, no man boob for you. But let me get back to your reading, okay, Holistic? So, Holistic, here's how my reading works when it comes to the journey layout. I know you can't see this very well. I'm sorry about that. But it's just, I'm going to point out that on the bottom you see one that says past. On the top of that, you see wait. On the right, you see hard. On the left, you see easy. On the top of wait, you see unseen. On the right top corner, you see home path. On the left hand path, you see leap of faith. And the very bottom card on the right, on the left hand side corner, right by past path, is your wandering path card. Okay, we go through every single one of these cards. So you don't skip any of them. We tell you all about it. We take you through a journey. First, we're going to take you on your past path. What past victories and defeats that you have made along the way. We understand where we come from, but what do we need to do now to face that brave step forward into our future? So this card indicates what you may need to do to move forward in your life. Then we're moving on to your wait path. Okay? The wait path is all about what choices and decisions you make within your life. The first two cards, you don't get a choice. I just tell you what they mean. Okay? And then the wait path tells you all about those life choices that you are making in your life with your logical mind and your emotional mind. Sometimes you wait too long for the answers to come to you, so the universe comes to you and says, here, I'm going to put a fire under your butt and kick you up out of your comfortable spot long enough for you to go make some actual change in your life. So either you need to take the time to take a really nice, good look at the buffet that's in front of you so you can make a really good choice, or the universe comes along and says you've waited long enough, time to get up and find the choice that you want. But then we take you on this journey. They're holistic. I will ask you to pick your very first card here. I will ask you to pick which card to go first. You will either pick your hard path. Now, the hard path is all about what troubles and or adversities you have gotten up to this point in your life, where you have climbed over those hills and valleys in your life and where you need to be more determined. This card tells you all about where you need to be more determined in your life by fighting over all the obstacles to get to your goal as quickly as you can. But you know it and I know it that even after a big goal, you got to take a break so you can understand how to use it going forward. So you take a nice long respite. Or you can take the easy path. That's where you make smaller 10-step goals to get to the end of the path. It curves around a little bit, so it takes a little bit longer to get there, and there are steps along the way that you have to complete in order to get to the goal. But you take every goal as it comes, you celebrate that goal, you rest from that goal, you take the next most challenging step you're ready for and accomplish it until you reach the 10th and final step or whatever steps it takes to get there. Okay? And that is an easier path because you're taking it one moment at a time. It's different because you have a plan. You know there are stages. You know about how long it's going to take or how long you want it to take, but not everything goes according to plan. So it may be an easy path, but you obviously will adjust along the way, and you will get to the same place you were going to get to with the hard path. It just won't be so hard on you, so you won't have to take such a long break at the end because you've been taking little breaks along the way. Then you have the unseen path, which combines both the hard and the easy together. But it's not any path. It's the path that you forge yourself. Because the reeds that have been staring in front of your face up to your life, the thing that stops you the most, the thing that keeps stopping you in front of your nose this whole lifetime, that you put right down here and you can't see what's right in front of your eyes because it's in a place you can't see where it's at. Usually if you put your finger right about here and you try to look for your finger, you can't see your finger. But if you look in a mirror, you can see it. So it's in a blind spot. So your blind spot, you pull out and you start to face the one thing you know you have to face, that you have to cut through your own bullshit in order to get to what's on the other side of that unseen path. Then we ask you to pick another card on the home path or the leap of faith card, okay? So I will go in order of whatever you choose up to this point, and then I will ask you, do you want to choose your home path or your leap of faith card? Home path is all about what you may need to bring within yourself or let go of within yourself. The leap of faith is all about you're ready to make that giant leap off of the cliff, but what do you kind of need momentum, or what do you need to prove to yourself, or what do you need to get over in order to get past that fear that keeps you from doing the thing you really want to do? Because the parachute is real, and I already know how to keep myself safe, and my higher power wants to do that too. All they want to see me do is take the leap so that I know I can do it. Then the Wandering Path card is your last and final card, which is about one of those paths where you didn't have to always have a plan. You don't always have to have a direction, right? You don't always feel like you are wandering in this world. Some people say all who wander are lost, not all who lost are wanderers or whatever. No. I'm a little high, so give me a second. All who wander are not lost. All who are lost do not wander. You know what I'm saying? So you understand what that means because it's in that time frame when there aren't any expectations. You're just going to lay in the riverbed and allow it to carry you along the current. Whatever happens to you while you're in the riverbed, you've already accepted your fate. That's a wandering path because you know it's going to take you where it's going to take you. And when you're ready to get out of the path that's leading you to where it's going to go, and you get out of that riverbed and start walking on dry land and say, now I begin my journey. Now every step I take from this point forward, the riverbed is my past. Every step from this moment is my step forward. Do you understand my journey layout there, holistic heart? I know it's a long-winded explanation, but that's why this one takes as long as it takes. I noticed my mic is a little loud too. Sorry, I didn't know it was that high. How about that? Is that better? How about that? I've even got it over here a little bit so it's not so loud. So you understand more or less? Okay. So basically that's how it works here. So all I need you to do now is give me numbers. How many times do you want me to shuffle this deck for you? 1 through 10 times. And then after that, I want you to pick a number 1 through 52 that best represents you and think about your life and what you really want it to mean to you, past, present, and future, and say, I'm ready to go on my journey towards a better day where I see tomorrow being my best day ever. That's all I ask of you is try to see where your life could lead you. And as I start to shuffle and pick a number that represents that, and then we go from there. Whenever you're ready, we'll do that. 7 times. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? The first card that comes out of the deck is your Wandering Path card. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and the 47th card is now on top, and I don't need the rest of these cards anymore. So, your past, your weight, your hard, easy, unseen, home, and fear. And now we are putting the rest of the cards away for the rest of the day because this is my last and final reading. So it looks like I already closed the queue up anyway. So until I am ready to put these cards away, this is all I need to do your reading with you for your journey. So when you are ready, we are ready. I'm going to take a sip of some water here. If I had one. I don't have anything to drink. Oh, yes, I do. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, there was my back. guys. Thank you for your patience. I had to go get some something to drink here. And I'm going to put that over there. I needed a banana. Or something to eat, actually. And then we're going to get to your reading. Thank you for your patience there, Holistic. I truly appreciate you taking that time. If I feel I need a bite of a banana, I get a bite of banana. Then I take the skins, I put it and chop it up and put it in my little garden, and I get nice little wonderful fertilizer. Thing about a banana, it's quick. I am stoned. What do you mean, look? I am. I think this says you look stoned, dude. That's funny. I love that. Yes, I am. Very much so right now. I'm at about a 50% high right now, which is mean I'm just lucid enough to know I'm not making complete, utter moron sense out of myself. I haven't reached the babbly. I'm too high to do anything kind of. You are loved. Haha. Oh. You are loved. Oh, you are loved. I love that phrase. We used to have a jewelry store. I forget the name of it. They used to have little pins that said "You are loved" on them. I used to steal the pins and give them out to students who I thought looked sad. In honor of all of those people who have ever been bullied, who have ever been picked on, whoever have been not given a second chance, not given an opportunity to heal, not given an opportunity to be the kind of person that they wanted to be because their expectations were thrown on them that they didn't want in the damn first place. To everyone who's having a bad fucking day today, this one goes out to you. This 420 here is 7 minutes late, but I'm still doing it anyway. You guys get the brass monkey hit there off of me. There you go. The brass monkey is an all-encompassing God who I worship very regularly. Oh, how I worship the brass monkey on the when you say what God I worship, I say that one. Damn, I could have done better. Oh, my rating's going to be so low this time. Oh, that one's better. And that one was natural. Yes, I'm a rude, crude, socially unacceptable man. Sorry, get over it. Alright, now let's get to the real shit here. Now that I'm done being silly, now that I'm done trying to get my mouse to work here a little bit here. So I can't... If I can get it just down a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm ready. I was like, you know how sometimes you get these weird lines on your screen, and I couldn't see anything on the screen, so I was missing like letters and words, and all I'm seeing is 420 spin around, but then I see like it kind of looks like X20 X44040. Anyway, so back to your reading. I'm getting the download as we speak. So holistic. I know that life has been a kind of a loss for you lately. That you feel like you're drowning in the darkness, like you can't swim in the darkness, like you're fighting to try to even find current, but can't even find current. You can't even find gravity. It doesn't even feel like falling. It's just like abyss and just there kind of a feeling inside of yourself right now. And it's just kind of like, am I okay? Can I try a little bit of light right now? Can I try a little bit of love right now. Can I try? Am I ready? Kind of a feeling in my heart right now. And as you feel like you are falling or sinking deeper into the abyss, and you really can't sink into because it's just a mirror reflection of the darkness. You're not really heading into darkness, you're heading into the reflection of darkness. And that's only as deep as you let it be, because eventually you're going to hit mirror. And you're approaching mirror fast because you haven't realized it, but you've been actually trying to travel as fast as you can away from the mirror, or actually maybe you've realized you had to go towards the mirror to escape the darkness. So you dove head first and you said, what can I do to defeat the darkness? The only thing I have left to do. I become the light in the darkness. I become the light in the darkness. And I am the light in the darkness. And the darkness tries to put me out, and tries to put me out, and tries to put me out. And maybe one day it will put me out. But I've still got an ember left in my soul, and all I need is a spark to come back again. And it's time for you to ignite that spark and leave the darkness where it belongs, on the other side of the mirror, in back of you. Because if you're looking at the mirror this way, what's in back of you? You're already traveling away from the darkness because you're looking into the mirror. If you moved the mirror out of the way, or Superman your way through the mirror, you'd see the light shining within you. And as we travel to where we are now, on the waiting path, right? Holistic? It's now time we've escaped the cauldron. We've escaped the cauldron of everybody else's expectation. We've escaped the cauldron of everybody else's ideas of who we want ourselves to be as people. What's up, DIM? Nice to see you, Dim. Welcome in. I'm in the middle of a journey layout reading right now, so I'm going to get back to it, but nice to see ya. Well, a bit low for you. I'm sorry. I'm kind of having audio issues. And it was sounding like it was a little too loud to me when I was checking it out on stream. So, okay, give me a second. I'm going to see if I can fix it. Let's try this here. How about this now? I'll just bring the microphone closer to me. How do I sound now, guys? Is this better? Okay, good. I'll just keep it right about here. Yeah. And I've got the filter on and everything, so I'll keep it right here. Do you need me to repeat anything there? I'm awesome. Do you want me to repeat anything I've already said, Holistic? Or need me to repeat anything? Just a second card. Okay, so we were getting there, right? So the second card is basically we emptied out the old pot where people like mom or dad or everybody who tried to get you started in this world, because we are all in that little bit of a pot that where they say we're going to try to add as much flavor as we can to this person. How they turn out and how they taste, however, will be subjectional, right? So everyone kind of put their little recipes in you, and they tried to say you could be this and you could be that, and then the family does one thing, or expectations around what you are as a person or persons that you don't want to be. They don't want you to be like their mother or father, or they want you to be like their mother or father. They want you to be like them, and all of this expectation. That's what we were in the dark mirror of. We emptied out the pot finally, not allowing them to put us back inside of that pot being another ingredient for them to mess with anymore. No, I'm taking the stick and I'm going to stir the pot this time, and I'm going to add the right kind of ingredients for the life that I want. So I emptied out the cauldron so that I could clean it out And now that I've cleaned it out, now I know what that is. That is the darkness in the pot. The fire underneath that pot, that's what I finally realized I had to add to that cauldron. All I had to do was take 5 steps back to see it was a cauldron and not the darkness, right? And now that we're walking into to this new journey, we are starting to say, what do I want in life? What ingredients will serve me? What makes up who I am? You know that the water of your soul, the person that you were born to be, that soul that you are, the thing that you know are inside and out, the thing you accept completely because you can't change it. You try to improve it, make it grow, do better things for it, make mistakes, fail, feel guilty, feel hatred, feel all the stuff in between because that's the human experience. But you're taking all of these ingredients that the light world is giving you and you're saying, oh, what now meat and potatoes do I add to my life? Okay, mom gave me some good advice, dad gave me some good advice, and those were good pieces of my puzzle I did like in my journey. But this time I choose to add them to my soup, not them forcing me to add it to my soup. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now you're just kind of building up that within yourself and trying to build that future for you, what you want to create going forward. And now we have a choice for you to make. Do you want the hard path, the easy path, or the unseen path? And, I had to take a quick sip. I'm between hard and unseen. Well, just pick which one you want first. It's just which one you want to see first. That's all it is. Would you rather have the hard answer first or the unseen answer first? That's all you got to say. Or maybe you just want to go the other direction. Go the easy path since you can't decide. All right, unseen. So what is the unseen path? Remember, the thing that's been staring you in front of your face the entire time that you've been trying to cut through the bullshit of is that you are the light in that darkness, just like I've been telling you. That glow card is popping up because you know that you are the light behind the reeds, that you're the sword of truth, you're the sword of light that cuts through the darkness of the in between the light and the dark, through the reeds, through the unseen, because you're going to use an easy path to get to where you want to get to. You may take a hard path to get to where you want to get to. You may jumble up any path you see fit because you decided today is the day. I can't keep living in this darkness or whatever life I don't want to live anymore. Now I have to see myself glow like the brilliant, beautiful soul I am, the whole true me, the light that I am, because that's who I am. I'm the child of light here. And the reason darkness surrounds me is because I swim in the darkness like a fish swims in the sea. You know, the only difference is that the darkness doesn't try to eat you or the light doesn't try to eat you. All it is you are swimming in balance of one another. It's kind of like dancing the waltz, only this partner has a little bit more of an aggressive side as you do as well. You know what I'm saying? This part of yourself that needs to come out and glow. Like you have always known that this was always going to be the moment in time when you would have to say, I can't keep being this ugly, old, negative, black, horrible, icky, monstrous thing that I think I am anymore. I'm not that anymore, never have been that any longer. I am this now, the golden light and glowing thing that I want the world to see. This is who I am now. And now we go down to the next journey and say, well, we've unseen a lot of things here, but what is your hard or easy path now? Do you want hard or easy? You were on the fence before between hard and unseen. Is it going to be hard first or... Yeah. So what is the hardest thing for you to do right now to get to your goals and dreams? Embracing yourself for who you are is the hardest thing for you to do right now. Loving all of that which you are, even the ugliest, most terrifying, icky parts of your soul. It took me a long time to realize what that meant. how to love even the parts of myself I hate. I love all of who I am. I embrace all of that which I am unconditionally. Like a man and a woman who have just gave birth to a child will love that child unconditionally. At least if they're good parents, they will. Just like any creature who brings a child or a creature into this world, they care for it up to a certain point. But at a certain point, that child has to go live their own life. Now it's time to embrace that child and say, I am and was always born to be this person. I don't have to explain it to anybody else. We have an ad. Do you need me to hold on for a second? We're going to wait because I have something saying I have an ad break right now. And I have like 15 seconds left. So. Okay. And okay, no ads for you. Well, I wasn't sure, so I just wanted to take it to be. We only have the easy path to choose after this point. So, what is your easiest path for you to do? It doesn't seem like it there, holistic heart space, but you need to get back into your holistic heart space like a sunflower in a sunflower field, following the sun around all day long, looking for the positive all day long to gather as much positive, beautiful energy as it can all day long. So the only job it has to do at the end of the night is rest, sleep, and recover and grow. And turn its ass back to face the sun once again. Now you can do it with your friends. Now you can do it with your family. Now you can do it with other bright, beautiful, sunshine people just like you. You don't have to keep being around the people who make you feel like anything else other than a big, beautiful sunflower standing in the middle of a sunflower field, soaking up the positivity of the day. It's bask. Like you bask in the sun. Here. Bask. I didn't see my thing. I didn't notice that the little icon with the unknown private thing was blocking part of the screen there. Oops, my bad. Let's see. Can I fix this here? All right. Better? Better? Better. Okay. A little bit here. Yeah, I almost got it. I think I got it. Oh, over here. Sorry. Backwards. Forward. Side. Side. Help. I think I got it. Oh my God. Dear God. Help. Camera issues. Camera issues. Help. Okay. Know any streamer out there who doesn't have camera issues once in a while and doesn't have to do that because, when you're doing things like this, you bump. I get excited and I bump the table, so it jumbles this camera a little around, and then a little by little it starts to move, and then all of a sudden you can't see the things. So, but now we're back to good. Sounds better now. Cards are better now, and we only have one more choice for you to make, and that's it. Okay. Me all the time with the cam issues. Yeah, it's just this one thing after another. I don't think there's a streamer out there who doesn't do any form of streaming unless you're doing strict game stream and you don't see a face or anything along with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the game and you hear a voice maybe in the background even if you get that much, right? And so here we are to ask your last and final question. Do you want your leap of faith card first or your home path card first? And after that, that will be the end of your reading. We'll go to the last and final card, your wandering path card. We'll go through a little bit of a journey with you, and then we'll end today's stream by finding someone to go give a little bit of love to, okay? So, leap of faith card. So what is your leap of faith card trying to tell you? That the thing that you need to understand, that they are only asking you to do one thing, taking one giant leap of faith with. Burn away all that which no longer serves you. Let that fall off of the cliff and burn all the way to ash so that it no longer is in your life. Push that burning log off the cliff as it's starting to dissolve and let the wind carry it away just when it's starting to do. Those embers may cause a fire somewhere, or they will just go out like they're supposed to. And I believe if you let those embers finally go and you allow that power and strength you could be having from those things that you don't think you need, that doubt, putting it in the fire and saying it's not going to be a part of my life anymore. I'm burning it away. I'm fueling my fire. I'm using it to make myself stronger, better, younger, longer, greater, all the things I want myself to be. And yeah, it's a stoke. Stoke, like you stoke a fire. Sorry, here we go. Stoke. Can I make this sharper or something? Okay. I think now I just gotta go. Okay, now. I almost got it, I promise. Okay. I think I got it. Is that, I think you can see the words a little bit clearer and you can see all of that thing. Oh, I think it's my internet quality, not you. Okay, well, just in case. So basically, burn away that which will no longer serve you and use it fuel as the fire, and then come along with those extra logs that say you know you can do that by adding that to the fire as well. So that's what I was basically saying with the stoke card is don't just throw these things you don't think you need away. Use them as fuel of your fire. And then when you start to believe in yourself with that stuff, add that log to the fire to keep that fire going. I believe in myself. I am the most powerful person. Blah, blah, blah. I stoke my fire like I'm building a bonfire. How big or strong you want it to be, that's up to you. Because now all we have left is the home card. Ha, 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 ha. That's a genuine laugh there, I'll tell you that. You don't know what this card means, so that's why it's even funnier. Because before I became the unknown prophet, I was called Unison. The reason I called myself that is because I had a very dualistic personality. A little bit of me doesn't know how to deal with the ugly and bad things in this world when I was a little boy, so a little bit of my mind kind of broke off to be a little bit of the bad half of my brain. Then the good side of my brain kind of did the same thing. For a short bit there, I had a broken mind that didn't know how to bring one world together. Oh. Okay, can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better now? I'm sorry. Let me get back to you. Let me make sure you can hear me. Okay, so let me start over. Before I became the unknown prophet, I was called Unison. I had a very dualistic personality, okay? I was half evil or half not the way I'm supposed to be and half what I'm supposed to be, kind of a person. I did have a mental issue when I was a young boy that kind of broke my mind a tiny bit. So I dealt with really what was either I could do the good thing people expected me to do, or I would do the thing that wasn't expected of me and cause a lot of chaos and craziness and stuff like that. So I kind of got fed up with that and I said, I can't keep living in two different worlds, right? And my world kind of shifted. I lived like this up to about the age of 18, okay? And I had decided myself that I didn't know how to bring together. So part of me wanted to be the hero, part of me wanted to be the villain, part of me just wanted to live a life and not have any expectations whatsoever, right? So I dug deep into it And because of a special dream I had when I was an 8-year-old boy, and that's who came to me in that dream, was the man named Unison. The person I was gonna be somewhere in the future. The future self I saw myself becoming. He was confident. He could talk to people. He could resolve his issues. He could learn how to adapt. He could just trust his intuition and the feelings. He could listen to the voices as long as they didn't tell him to do bad, evil things. He did have to bring all of his sides together like a beautiful symphony has to do. Sometimes you get ugly notes in a symphony for reasons because they add to the substance of the song, because it's meant to be an ugly part of the very journey you're on, so that when the crescendo comes back up and you return back to bliss once again, that fills your heart and that makes your life be that much more better. Now it is your turn to find the gray in between, holistic. It's time to walk in that grayness, that gray area where you don't have to walk in the light or the dark. You walk in the gray where both are possible, where both are able to be had, where they are the same thing, the only thing, the unison you need it to be, because it fills you with the symphony and song you need in your heart. And if there is a dream that you have in your home heart this day, so what do you need to bring within yourself? It's time to bring all of that which you want together to carve your own destiny into being this day, holistic. And from me to you, today is the day you have the power. You have the power today. So the only place we have left to go is what you have yet to take in, your wandering path. And what is your wandering path trying to tell me? The share card. All the universe is saying is, if you can't have a plan, you don't always need to have a direction or do anything, and just float in the river and share your stories with the people who are in the lazy river with you. And if you share the stories and they giggle and laugh, or they cry and sob, or they get scared and run away, or they come closer to you and join your party and the thing that floats down the rest of the river with. But until we can share all of that parts of ourselves that we're willing to be vulnerable with for the first time, they will never truly understand what and who we are as people. And with that, we take you back on your journey one last time. Hopefully, I'm going to try to get these cards so that you can see them a little bit better here. Okay? And get them so that I can go over this. So we entered from your past and we exited it. We no longer walk in the darkness. We went headfirst towards this mirror and smashed it because we were ready. We were ready to prepare a new soup for ourselves. We were ready to control our own lives. The cauldron has been cleansed. I am ready to put into that cauldron the change I want in my life. As I begin to see, the hardest thing for me to do will be not the hardest thing for me to do, but the unseen thing I need to know is I'm already a bright, beautiful spirit who has to embrace themselves for who they are while basking in the sun and getting around more positively minded people who want to do the same thing, and just keep continuing to burn away that which no longer serves me any purpose and let it be my fuel to find that balance within myself, sing like that symphony and walk my gray in between. And all I want to do is share that journey with me, myself, and the people who I love. And that is your journey layout reading for today, my friend Holistic. And that is my reading for today, guys. So, today upon your journey, I can only ask you to do one last thing for me. Let today be your best day ever. No matter what I've told you here today, Holistic, today choose to be the day where you stand up and say, I will make this be my destiny. I will make it happen. I will take my life and my choice by my hands because the future is in your own hands. You have the right and responsibility to go live the life that you want to live. So go live it and start having the best day ever. Starting today by simply saying that I am going to have the best day ever. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I am so happy you have come here to spend your precious time with me. I understand that is the ultimate gift. Whether you've lurked, whether you've had a reading, whether you've just popped in for 5 seconds and saw me and said, nope, not ready for that guy yet. Whether or not you've said to yourself, I'm ready to understand what I need to know. And look, I'm showing the hair. Look, people have been complaining I don't ever show the hair. So here you go. Here's your hair. But I know that everything is a journey, not a destination. And the hard thing about doing that is you have to play the game, the free will game of finding out what it will mean to you and experiencing it. Once you can digest what that experience was and use it to your advantage, you will understand all of this shit. And you're this close. I mean, really, you're really this close, Holistic. Your guides want me to tell you one last thing if you're still here, okay? And I don't know why they want me to say this to you, okay? So please, if it doesn't mean a damn thing to you, I'm sorry, okay? Are you ready? No more turtle time. Poke the teddy bear. Let's have a picnic. I don't know what that means. You figure it out. If it resonates with you or means something to you, and you're having your oh my God moment, whatever that means, you need to do something about that whole mess. It's time to really, really, really take it like a baseball bat and knock it out into left field somewhere, where somebody else can take it home and deal with it. Okay, good. I'm glad. It makes kind of sense to you. It don't make sense to me. It's something only you and your gods would understand. So that's all I had to tell you. So, cause that's all they're doing is showing me that shit the whole reading. And I'm like, okay, I'll tell her after the reading. Okay, we're showing her now. Oh, I know who we're gonna go to. God, do I need her today? I hope her voice is working today. We're gonna go to one of my favorite, and I mean favorite streamers out there. Her name is Lady Cleo Cabaret, and she is not just any vibe. She is the vibe. I think you would do a very well service here to come along with me, Holistic Heart, because I think she's the kind of space you need right now to define a better, more passionate place. So I'm really recommending that you come along with me. If you spend 5 minutes and don't like her, I understand. But if you come with me, I guarantee you're gonna vibe with this woman, okay? So here we go. Here's where we're going. And this is what we're going to go raid here right now. So go give her a like and a follow and stuff like that. And all of that crazy fun stuff. And I'm going to go get my song, damn it. Usually when you raid her, she will sing you a song. So I want to hear something. I want to hear something that makes me want to just giggle and smile today. That's all I'm going to say. I just want. So guys, if you guys are here with me and you want to travel along with me, you can either press raid, exclamation point raid, or exclamation point raid 2, or today, especially for today, press raid green. And copy and paste that, and that is what we will be going and giving to our lovely lady, and telling her we had a wonderful, beautiful stream today. So we're going to go copy this little wonderful, joyful message here. I'm going to start the raid, and we're going to get the hell out of here, guys. I love you guys. I will see you. I remember tomorrow will be my last day until like Tuesday the 19th because I'm doing medical appointments and some much needed self-care stuff this weekend. Okay, guys? I love you. I will see you tomorrow, though. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you for being a part of my stream.